All right, let's see Prime Minister Netanyahu's reaction to what happened yesterday.
דבריי, אני שולח תנחומים למשפחות נרצחי הפיגוע הנפשע ביפו.
So I'm gonna translate for you. Prime Minister Netanyahu says, at the beginning of my words, I want to send my condolences to the victims of the Jaffa attack. What turned out to be 7 hurt, I think, 7 killed, 7 murdered, and 15 hurt. So he says that's the first thing I want to say is I want to pay my condolences,
איחולי החלמה שלמה לפצועים.
and I wish a speedy recovery to all those who are injured.
כמו במתקפת הטילים, גם מאחורי הפיגוע הזה יש יד מכוונת ורצחנית.
So he says, just like in the aerial attack of rockets, there is a hand behind this attack, this terror attack that killed 7 people. There's a hand behind it. Who is that hand?
היא מגיעה מטהרן.
And it comes directly from Tehran. Tehran is the address. It's the responsible party for this terror attack.
הערב איראן שוב תקפה את ישראל במאות טילים.
Tonight, Iran attacked Israel with hundreds of rockets again.
המתקפה הזאת נכשלה. היא סוכלה בזכות מערך ההגנה האווירי של ישראל.
But this attack failed. It was thwarted by the Israeli air defense system, and I'm adding to it, and of course by God Almighty, the real Iron Dome of Israel.
שהוא המתקדם ביותר בעולם.
The Israel defense, air defense, is the most advanced in the world.
ואני מברך את צה"ל על ההישג המרשים. היא גם סוכלה בזכות
And I bless the IDF for their impressive success. And now he's going to also mention the importance of the civilians who were cautious and heeded the civilian authority laws or requests to stay shelter in place, etc.
ערנות והאחריות שגיליתם אתם, אזרחי ישראל.
It's your quick reaction time, your awakenedness, that your quick response is also what prevented more damage from happening.
ואני מודה גם לארצות הברית על תמיכתה במאמץ ההגנה שלנו.
I want to thank the United States of America for also supporting our air defenses. And here the Prime Minister would do to also really thank God for the great defense, because as you saw yourself in the videos that I showed, there were quite a bit of rockets that did land and hit their mark, and it's just by sheer miracle that we didn't have more and more killed and injured.
איראן עשתה הערב טעות גדולה.
Tonight, Iran made a huge error,
על כך.
and it's going to pay for it.
איראן לא מבין את נחישותנו להגן על עצמנו ואת נחישותנו לגמול לאויבינו.
Iran does not understand the depth of our commitment to defend ourselves and also to pay back anybody who seeks to injure us.
סינואר ודף לא הבינו זאת. נסראללה ומוחסן לא הבינו זאת.
So he mentions the Hamas heads and the Hezbollah heads who did not understand our commitment to defense, and they were taken out. He is mentioning, by the way, he is hinting that Sinwar might be dead. It is unknown where he is. He has not been heard of for a long time. So he's hinting here that Sinwar has been killed.
וכנראה יש בטהרן אלה שלא מבינים זאת.
And he's saying, and there are those in Iran who seem to not understand this, but they will understand, i.e. he's signaling, I think, that he is willing to attack Iranian leaders directly.
נעמוד בכלל שקבענו. מי שתוקף אותנו, אנחנו תוקפים אותו.
We have a rule that we're going to follow, which is whoever attacks us, we attack him.
זה נכון בכל מקום כשאנחנו נלחמים בציר הרשע. זה נכון ליהודה ושומרון, זה נכון לעזה, ללבנון, לתימן, לסוריה, וזה נכון גם לאיראן.
So he says this is true in all of the theaters that we're fighting in, Judea and Samaria, Gaza, South Lebanon, Yemen, and also Iran itself. So he's saying that the sovereign state of Iran is not off limits. I would like to add to that, look at the situation that we're really in. Israel has really allowed itself to be surrounded by enemies on all fronts, and not to mention the American campus front and other fronts, political fronts, diplomatic fronts at the UN. And I must say that when this is all over, there must be an accounting for how we allowed ourselves to get into the state. But I guess we can't do that now.
אנחנו נלחמים בציר הרשע בכל מקום, כולל חיילינו הגיבורים שפועלים עכשיו בדרום לבנון ובעזה.
We are fighting the axis of evil in all places, including our soldiers that are right now in Gaza and the incursion into South Lebanon.
היום יותר מתמיד, כוחות האור בעולם חייבים להתאחד ולפעול יחד נגד משטר האייתולות החשוך, שהוא מקור הטרור והרוע באזורנו.
So he says, now more than ever, forces of light in this world, and he's reaching out to other countries, have to get together to fight the forces of darkness, which is Iran, which wants to bring a darkness upon all of us. We have to get together to fight this evil axis and this source of darkness.
עליהם לעמוד לצד ישראל.
Those nations that seek to be on the side of light have to stand with Israel at this time.
הבחירה מעולם לא הייתה ברורה יותר.
The choice has never been clear
בין העריצות לחופש, בין
between dictatorship and freedom,
הברכה לקללה.
between blessings and curses.
בערב ראש השנה אני אומר לכם אזרחי ישראל.
And now at the eve of Rosh Hashanah, I say to you, citizens of Israel.
ישראל בתנופה, בציר הרשע, בנסיגה.
He says Israel is on the upswing and is attacking while the enemies are in retreat. The forces of his term that he's using now is axis of evil, tzir haresha, axis of evil. So he's saying the axis of evil is in retreat.
נעשה כל מה שצריך כדי להמשיך מגמה זו, להשיג את כל מטרות המלחמה, ובראשם החזרת כל חטופינו.
We're going to do everything we can to fulfill all of the goals of this war, including the returning of the hostages,
ולהבטיח את קיומנו ועתידנו.
and also to ensure our future and our survival.
שנה טובה ופתוחה לכולכם.
May you have a good and secure year this year. So Prime Minister Netanyahu giving a strong message, and I think the one thing that has to be really added here is really the request that we have of God Almighty in this new year to protect the Jewish people. These things go hand in hand. A strong military goes together with a strong faith in God. Faith in God gives the blessings. Blessings give us room to have faith in God. And so it's one and the same. There's really a triad of things that Israel has to be strong in. It has to be strong militarily, economically, and spiritually. Those things go together. And if you look at the Bible, you'll see that those are blessings that always go together. You push back on the bad guys, you have security, you have economy, you have children, and of course you have spirituality, and you come up to Jerusalem 3 times a year.